Hello friends, welcome to another video. So friends, in this video we will be seeing what is SNMP and how it works. So let us first see what is meant by SNMP. So SNMP is basically known as Simple Network Management Protocol, and this is an internet standard protocol. SNMP is used for collecting and organizing information about managed devices on IP networks, and SNMP can be also used for modifying that information to change the device behavior. Devices that typically support SNMP, those include cable modems, routers, switches, servers, workstations, printers, and many more. So SNMP is widely used in network management for network monitoring. So what is meant by network monitoring is that generally it needs to be monitored whether there is any fault in the network, like if there is any issue on the device, something of that sort. So SNMP is widely used for this purpose. Now SNMP exposes management data in the form of variables on the management system. Those are organized in management information base, which is also known as MIB. These MIBs will be describing system status and configuration. So what is the current state of system that can be checked from the MIB information. Now SNMP is one of the widely accepted network protocols that manages and monitors network element. Like most of the professional grade network elements come bundled with SNMP agent. That means generally whenever any network element is manufactured, right, by default manufacturer will be putting ability to have the SNMP agent and to support the SNMP protocol. Now this agent have to be handled and configured to communicate with the network monitoring tools or network management systems. These monitoring tools or management systems will be performing monitoring of the network. Now let us see some other details about SNMP. Now let us see what are the SNMP basic components and what are the functions of components. So first component is SNMP manager. So SNMP manager is a system that is responsible to communicate with SNMP agent and implemented network devices. So basically SNMP manager will communicate with SNMP agent and it will be fetching the data from the agent devices. Now SNMP manager is a typically computer that is used to run one or more network management systems. So generally who will be the manager is it will be the device which is actually hosting a software for network monitoring. So that device will act as a SNMP manager. Now SNMP managers are having some of the key functions. Those are as below. SNMP manager queries the SNMP agent. SNMP manager gets a response from SNMP agents. SNMP manager will be setting variables in agents. SNMP manager will also acknowledge synchronous events from the agent. Asynchronous events from the agent. So basically SNMP manager will be getting some of the events from agents which will be known as SNMP trap. So as you can see in this diagram, we are having the manager which is sitting and which is having a component known as trap receiver. Now agent is shown in green color, that is a master agent. Now manager can communicate with agent with SNMP get and SNMP set request. These requests are used to pull the data, and master agent can be sending the information to SNMP manager using get and set response messages. So SNMP manager will be communicating with agent using get and set SNMP request. So this is how agent and manager will be communicating. Now let us see what is next component. So next component is managed devices. Now managed devices or network element is a part of the network that requires some form of monitoring and management. Basically like a router, switches, servers, workstations. These devices will need monitoring, and those devices are generally known as SNMP agent, or it will be SNMP managed devices. Now SNMP agent is another component. Now SNMP agent is actually a program that is packaged within the network element. Now this agent will allow collection of the management information database from the device locally, and it makes it available to SNMP manager when it is queried for. So what is job of SNMP agent is, when it is installed on the managed device, this agent will be able to access the management information database, and whenever manager queries the MIB information, SNMP agent will be providing that information to manager. Now these agents could be standard, like it could be net SNMP, or it could be specific to vendor also, like HP Insight agent. Now SNMP agent's key functions are something like collecting the management information about its local environment, storing and retrieving management information as defined in the MIB, signals an event to the manager. So SNMP agent can send SNMP trap to manager. Now it can act as a proxy to some non-SNMP manageable network nodes. So these are the functions of SNMP agent. Now in the diagram we can see there are multiple SNMP agents which are sitting in the network, and those are sending the SNMP details to SNMP manager. And there is another system which is known as network management system. That system is pulling data from SNMP manager for getting the information, and all these are agents which are shown in the light black color, and these agents are sending information to SNMP manager. Now let us see some basic SNMP communication diagram. So here in this diagram we can see SNMP manager which is sitting at the top. This SNMP manager is basically known as NMS, which is network management system. Now this SNMP manager, it will having the trap or the inform system. It will having the management it will have the management definitions. Then another thing will be managed devices. We can see managed devices are servers, router, switch, or desktop. Then we will have the SNMP agent. So SNMP agent will be having the management definitions and management databases. So we can see these managed devices are communicating with SNMP agent, and SNMP manager is pulling that information from managed devices. So this is how the management of the network will be done. Now let's see one other concept which is known as MIB, which is managed information base or managed information database. So every SNMP agent will be maintaining an information database which will be describing the management device parameters, and that will be known as a management information base. So SNMP manager will be using this database to request the agent for specific information, and further it will translate the information as needed for the network management system, which is known as NMS. Now this commonly shared database between the agent and manager will be known as management information base. So in this diagram we can see management information base is generally a tree structure. So it will be having the various levels of the information. So it will start from the root, then it will go to something say like ISO, then it could go to standard, maybe it could go to a registered authority MIB, it could go to the member body, then it can have the organization as next node, then it will be DOD, then internet, and then we will be having the management MIB here, what is known as the MIB2. So this every MIB will have its own information which will help in the device monitoring. Now there is some other concepts which are related to MIB, and we will be covering those MIB related concepts in further videos. So this was the basic video related what is known or what is meant by SNMP and how it functions at a high level. So I will be preparing some further videos which will be for SNMP detailed information. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.